Hello, this is Ian Ray with Digilion. I'm going to be reviewing Contact Services website and explaining what we've done for search engine optimization, where we're going, and how it's benefiting their website and traffic they're bringing over the internet. So first I want to go over the Contact Services website and make mention of several of the updates that were made to it, even though besides the front end that was obviously redone graphically and relayed out and added some new content. What was done for search engine optimization actually is done on the back end or on the code view of it. If you flip over in the back side of the website, you see this little code view. I won't go into detail about what we did there. It's barely exciting to me who does that. But some of the things we did were in describing to the search engine what's actually on the website page. So up here we have these title tags. And if I jump over here and put into Google this little site, before it had the same title tags, so what we did was made everything a custom title tag for every page, and then tried to give it a unique description and keyword set list. So what I mean by that is right here, this description, or this title tag right here, is specific to every page, so it includes the keyword on there, expansion joints, composite strengthening, etc., etc. What this does is it helps tell Google these keyword phrases and what's on those pages. So we can see here the function of the results that Google's picked up on this. They've indexed all your pages, which means they've taken note of all the updates that we made to the website, and then they listed you accordingly. And we can compare it to the month before and see a lot of them are being moved up, staying the same. Some of them on MSN either disappear or change, and I think that's because MSN recently changed over to Bing.com, which is their new service, so they might have to update some of their records. But between Yahoo and Google, we see it consistent and moved up on something like epoxy pressure injection. In April, we were at 3, 4, and 5 for Google Yahoo, and then here for epoxy. For Google, we have 1, 2, 4, and 5. So we moved up on Google, and we stayed the same on Yahoo. Again, Yahoo is not as reliable as Google in reporting or updating their records, but it still generates a lot of traffic and hopefully a lot of business. So we can see we're constantly moving up. You're number one for a lot of good terms, specifically composite strengthening, epoxy pressure, and you can go down here on the rest report seismic joints. There's several of them that are listed. Now what's interesting is that we come in here and I compare you to structural.net. They're not in the top 30 for any of these keyword phrases, even though they show up in the search engine marketing pay-per-click side of it, which is the yellow links at the top of a search engine results for Google. Now in the Webmaster Tools, we can see if we go back even further to March, we can see Google did have you listed on some of the pages, but there weren't that many keyword phrases. So what we did, we expanded that, and now you're very specific. Your composite strengthening contractors California, and of course we updated the title tags accordingly. Now what this did in the long run was hopefully drive more traffic. Now I don't have the report from PureHost because they weren't tracked with Google Analytics, but we have this now. We can show you where your traffic's actually coming from. A lot of times it's direct traffic instead of the search engine because it's mostly word of mouth or people coming to your website from a brochure you hand, a business card, or a link in your email. Now we're actually generating business and finding them through the search engine. You're getting 56% of the people visiting your website are new visitors or people who heard about you or were told about you, looking for you, and found you through Google or Yahoo, and some maybe MSN. But again, that's such a small margin. We don't take that into consideration for the most part. Now if we jump here to the search engine report, it's going to tell us a lot of the other data that we have from these other reports that I showed you. But again, it just shows you most of your traffic is coming from Google. Direct, that's people just coming to your website, Yahoo, MSN, Live. And then you can see where they're coming to. Most of them are coming to your home page, and then the rest of them composite strengthening, and then down the list of the number of visitors coming specifically to those pages. Once they come onto the website page, it doesn't count as a new visit. So again, to review, we've updated the whole website infrastructure and posted it to Google. And the first month we did that, we didn't make many changes. We wanted them to update the records. Now that they have, we're going to build more links to get you more ranking for some of these other keywords that aren't listed in the top 30 yet, but are being listed by Google. And then ultimately, we want to drive it to be geo-targeted. You can disregard some of these other countries. These are a lot of times automated robot spiders that are just crawling in. So we're going to focus on the United States, where you do all your business and get all your customers. Then we zoom in here. We can see the hotspots are where we're marketing your name in the keyword phrases. Like we said, we have the word California in here, Oregon, Washington, Nevada. All your areas in the map overlay, we can see are driving a lot of traffic. Washington, Oregon, and California specifically. probably because those got ranked highest first. Nevada, the other ones might be trailing, but when you zoom in, you can see a lot of your business done up here in Southern and Northern California, which probably reflects your customer base and how you're marketing outside of the search engine. Hopefully a lot of these people, when they come back to their computer after you talk to them, they probably searched a competitive analysis and then found you listed higher in Google, which again just gives you more credibility and helps you close the sales, hopefully. Again, a lot of what's done on the back end. I won't go into any of those details. Very technical jargon. Trying to stay at 30,000 feet level. But if you do have questions, I would gladly answer them. If you can relay them to Brian, he'll relay them on to me, and we'll have a discussion. So we'll continue updating your website, building links. We might want to consider adding more content, which if we do the newsletter program and we put it on your website, that's an instant place to put a lot of content that the search engine will love. It'll dig through there and it'll find all those keyword phrases that we're trying to find under, specifically your services and the contractors and your locations. Again, this is Ian Ray with Digital Eye Review and ContactServices.com.